I'm so damn disgusted. I don't understand, y'all. I just don't understand. And no, I'm not gonna do that ratchet ass dance. About 2 years ago, I believe, I made a video saying, honey, you need to take your funky ass a motherfucking bath. Okay? In that video, I specifically did some specifics where I was talking about how people walk around smelling like shit, need to take a fucking bath. Apparently, the one video wasn't enough, okay? I don't get it. I don't. It's disgusting. It is an affront to who I am, okay? When you stink and you come near me, I am fucking grossed out. Do you understand me? Okay? It is so problematic. I just can't stand that grown ass. I don't understand why grown ass people today cannot just. I mean, do I even have to explain it? Like, seriously, it's not that hard, folks. You go into the bathroom, you run a bath water, or you can actually take a shower, which whatever one works for you, and you take soap. They sell them really, really cheaply at the dollar store, and a fucking wash rag, or your fucking hands if you don't have that, and you wash your fucking body. I don't understand how the fuck that is not, how is that a complicated concept? How is it too complicated to wash your ass every single day? Okay? Not every once in a while, every single fucking day. That is like a health issue. It's so fucking gross. There was a guy that I worked with, okay? In my last job that I recently left a couple of weeks ago, he was one of the most trifling people out of all the trifling people that were there. Why, do you ask? Because it wasn't because he had an attitude. It wasn't because he was bad at his job, because, you know, I was a manager there as well. It was because this motherfucker smelled like a mixture of musty underarms, fucking, and rotted goat cheese. Bitch, there is not a reason why I should be walking down the motherfucking hallway. And as I'm walking, and I walk past you, I go like, no. That should not happen. That should not happen. You have the gall, you have the whereabout to waltz your motherfucking ass into work knowing you smell like the motherfucking bottom of somebody's shoe who had fucking fungus infection. That is disgusting. Absolutely atrocious. I didn't know what to say. I'm telling you, when I walked past this guy, when I walked past him, when I tell you that I was assaulted, it was disrespectful. I was assaulted. My lungs were like gasping for air. Like he literally took the oxygen out of my motherfucking lungs. My nostrils were burning. Bitch, you smell like burnt toast and shit. I don't get it. I do not get it. What? Oh, Jesus. If you have friends, they are not your friends. If you have friends, they are not your fucking friends, okay? They are your fucking enemies because, bitch, they are not keeping it real with you. A true friend would say, you need to wash your motherfucking ass. Let me tell you what happened. So, you know, nobody said anything. I was trying not to say anything. He was not in my department. I am still over him, but he was not in my department. I didn't have to deal with it every day or even weekly for that matter, so I didn't say shit about it. And then, one day, a customer came to me while I was on the sales floor, and she said, excuse me, honey, are you a manager? And I said, yes, I'm one of the 6 managers that are here. And she said, honey, I was in the produce section. And I said, okay. And there was a man that was working up there, and I said, yes, ma'am. And she said, and he smelled horrible. Like, I put my food back. I was about to gag. She said, you should not have people working in food smelling like that. And I said, ma'am, I humbly apologize. And if you do buy your merchandise, I'll make sure you get a discount. I'll make sure blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I ended up, getting a sale out of her. But you know what? I cannot blame her, bitch. I would not want to buy motherfucking fruit and vegetables. I would not want to buy fruit and vegetables from an area where a guy walks by smelling like the fucking compost. Like, bitch, the compost supposed to be in the back, not a fucking employee. Like, he rolled around the shit. I can't. I really can't. I cannot. It is, oh my gosh. No. No. So I talked to a female manager who was on my level, and I said, what do I do when a customer complains about this situation? And she said, oh my God, is it so-and-so? And I said, yeah, it's so-and-so. And she said, this is the 5th time he's been warned about that. Oh, I have a problem with that. Did this bitch just say this is the 5th time he's been warned about that? Fuck a first, fuck a second, fuck a third, fuck a fourth. This is the 5th time that somebody has had to tell him that you stink, you need to take a bath because it is offending customers. I have a problem with that. I said, oh, so what do we do now? She said, oh no, it's a write-up. I said, are you sure it's a write-up? She said, it's a write-up. And I said, okay. And she said, so you, me, and another fellow manager, we have to pull him back here and we have to write his ass up. So I was like, okay, you know what? I have no problem with that. And you know what? If it was his first offense, if this was the first time that somebody had said something about it, I would have a problem with it. I'd be like, oh, I feel bad. Let's just warn him. You know, you need to take a bath, blah, blah, blah. But motherfucker, this is your 5th time that someone had to tell you to wash and scrub your fucking ass. That is nasty. So we had to pull this dude in the back. The problem with this scenario is this guy is actually literally a nice guy. Why is it that most people who do stink, they are actually nice people? Like, if they were assholes, it would be easier to deal with it. But no, they're actually the nicest and sweetest people in the world. But you smell like shit. And it is a problem. It is hazardous to everybody's health. So, you know, we explained the situation to him. And we said, you know, unfortunately this is going to have to be a write-up. And yada yada yada, and he was like, oh well, and he was like, and I said, well, is there a problem? I said, well, you know, is there an issue at home? Is there something going on that we need to know about? You know, so you know it could better help. And he said, no, I'm good, I'm Gucci, bruh. See, I don't understand why I'm getting all this attitude. Okay, you're getting the attitude with me because we have to write you up because you smell like shit, and you're getting all this fucking attitude with me because I'm asking you what's going on in your home life. The reason I'm asking you that is because if there is an issue going on as far as maybe you're struggling with bills, maybe you don't have your water bill paid, blah, 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 that would help us be like, okay, well, you know what? We won't give you this write-up. But since you're giving me all this motherfucking fever, bitch, you can take that fever and take your ass a bath along with this motherfucking write-up, okay? And he goes to there and say, man, this is embarrassing, yo. This is fucking embarrassing. You know what? You want to know what's embarrassing? For me to be a manager, a grown-ass man, to have to tell you, another grown-ass man, or better yet, to have to reprimand you because you failed to wash your fucking ass. That's embarrassing. Take your ass, go to fucking home. Turn that water, fuck warm or hot water, turn that bitch to scalding. Throw your ass in that tub for about a full hour and come out a new fresh man if you don't die. Because that shit was, oh my God, it's intoxicating. So, flash forward past that, ever since then, this motherfucker had an attitude with me up until the time I had left. And, you know, that's fine. You can give me an attitude as long as you do your fucking job. I can't stand for people to get upset. It's your fault that you smell bad. It's your fault that you have a BO. Unless you are homeless, and unless you have a medical condition, and let me scratch out homeless, because you know what? Homeless people go into those public bathrooms and they wash their ass at the sink. So they actually smell 10 times better than you do. Don't get mad at other people because you don't wash your ass, you don't wash your clothes, you don't do something with your fucking hair, you don't do any of that. I mean, his hair was so matted up, and it had dust and lint and all this shit. You thought something was about to fly up out of that bitch. I was like, why is he looking like this? And I had to ask a fellow manager, what is going on with this brother? What is going on with him? And I said, does he not have a place to live? She said, no, he lives with his mother. They live in a very nice neighborhood with a two-story house and it has 5 bedrooms and 2 baths. Ooh. Excuse me? Okay. Okay, so maybe he's depressed. No, he has a girl. Oh, no, So, bitch, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Your ass deserved to get rolled up, and I hope by this point you got fired, but I doubt it because that place was so trifling. That's, like I said, that's a whole nother post. I really do gotta make that post for you guys. I'm just trying to find the time because it's gonna be a long one. That place was so trifling. I bet you he's still working there. It's whatever. I don't give a fuck, bitch. If you are around me, it is... Oh, Jesus. I may not look my best on these YouTube videos, but one thing I will motherfucking tell you is that when you walk past me down a corridor or a pathway or a fucking hallway, you will smell soap and bubbles, bitch. You will smell cleanliness, honey. You will smell Old Spice. You will smell what Big Zoe is cooking, which is Liz Claiborne for men, okay? You will smell that. Ooh, I'm testifying, honey. I'm testifying. You will smell the art of being clean. Okay? One thing you may say I'm fat. You may say I'm gay. You may say I'm a queen and I'm over dramatic. But one thing you will not say about Big Zoe 20 is that you cannot say that he stinks. Okay? You cannot say that Big Zoe don't take a bath. You cannot say that Big Zoe is funky. Because Big Zoe will not be disrespectful like that. And yes, bad hygiene is disrespectful. Okay? So, the reason I made this post is because I saw him. I haven't seen him in like over a month because I quit my job. But I saw him. I was at Best Buy with my homegirl last night, and Best Buy my ass. We were looking for a fucking laptop because I'm trying to replace my laptop, and bitch, there was no fucking deals up in there. Best motherfucking buy my ass. But anyway, so we were in there, and I saw him with his girl, and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" He was like, I said, "Okay, you can get. That's fine." When we walked past him, why was I breathless? Why was I just like, my homegirl was like, ew. My homegirl, she don't have no filter, honey. She was like, oh, what was that? And I was like, yes. It smelled like it smelled like he took a shit and did not wipe his ass. And now that shit is just caked on the back of his fucking pants. It smelled like shitty ass drawers left out in the sun to bake. It smelled like when you walk in a pasture full of cows and they just shitted everywhere and it's been sitting in there because the lazy ass farmer didn't clean the pasture. It smelled so horrible. And for his girlfriend to be with him all linked up and arm in arm, I'm like, bitch, you must, I'm sorry. Because if he smells like that with clothes on, what the fuck do he smell like what in the fuck happens when he takes some clothes off?